Welcome to a special edition of OU Sports Scene. My name is Todd Davis. Tonight we're at the athletic department at the University of Oklahoma. My special guest is Michelle Thomas, head coach of the women's softball team. Michelle, I want to welcome you back to the show. With the Sooner Invitational coming up and being the largest in the nation, could you tell me a little bit more how it got started?
Well, it started approximately 9 years ago, and we have 24 teams at present, and for the last 6 years it has been the largest tournament in the country. We're very proud of our Sooner Invitational here at OU. Teams come in from all over the country, and they stay for approximately 6 to 7 days here in Norman. It's usually on their spring break, and they come here as far as Arizona and South Carolina to enjoy their spring break here in Norman. As you know, the weather is sometimes flippant here, and we have many rain problems, but we've always been able to get our fields ready, and that's another factor that entices these teams to come in. I'd like to see a little more community involvement in the Sooner in terms of the fan support, because these teams are the finest fast-pitch teams in the country, and they come from all over. And when you stay in a town for 6 or 7 days with a party of 20, you're going to bring in quite a revenue to that community, too, in terms of the restaurants and the hotel lodging and some of the sides like the movies and things that they'll do on the side. I think that it's very important for the community here to take a look and see what exactly this tournament does for them. It provides a lot of positive input.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the teams that will be coming in? I know you explained from Arizona and South Carolina. That's a good distance to travel to come to the tournament.
Well, I'd have to say that every area of the country is represented in the top fast pitch areas, with the exception of California. And of course, they have their weather, and they don't need to travel anywhere to go play for spring break. We've got Nebraska in it. They were out last year. They placed third at NC2A Nationals. We've got Oklahoma State. We've got Texas A&M, which placed second last year at the World Series, and they won our Sooner last year. And we've also got several big, well, in fact, all the Big 8 teams are in it. And we've got South Carolina, and they're perennially ranked in the top 8 in the country. And then we've got University of Arizona and Arizona State that come up, and Utah State are involved. So we feel like we get a mix from all over the country, and for many of these teams, it's the first time they are on dirt.
For the Big 8 with Nebraska and OSU and Oklahoma all in the tournament.
Yeah, it certainly does. We have, I think we have one of the finest conferences in the country. We would, I think, on paper, compete with the California teams in terms of who has the strongest conference. Although we don't have the weather and the time outside that the West Coast does, I think we make up for it in our skill and our programs. They're thought of highly across the country, and in the national rankings, you'll find just as many Big 8 teams as you will California teams in the top ranking.
Do you have any promotions, especially for this tournament?
Well, we do. By the time this is aired, unfortunately,